Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are continuing our skincare showdown series that I'm running here on the channel, taking each skincare ingredient and working out what good and bad looks like, pitting the products against one another so we can truly invest our hard-earned coin in the best performing ones. Today is the turn of ceramides. Now, ceramides have been around in skincare for years, but I think they reached their peak popularity in like 2023. Since then, they've really become a staple in most people's skincare routines. But the way we use ceramides really can determine the results that we get. And of course, the products that we buy really impact that. So we're going to break it all apart in today's video. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things ceramides. Now, of course, in today's video, I'm going to share my own hot take on this ingredient, the products that I think really deliver, and those that I think are a bit of a fail. But I'd love to hear yours. What's your take on ceramides? Do you use them regularly in your skincare routine? And what's like your go-to product? Share it down in the comments section below because I really do appreciate your recommendations. They shape the products that I try out and review next here on the channel, so it really is appreciated. Whatever your thoughts on ceramides, good, bad, or indifferent, if you enjoy this style of unsponsored, paid partnership-free content, I really want that independent skincare advice, make sure to reach down and give the video a big thumbs up and a like. This really does support me as an independent content creator because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So it just means as many people as possible can discover our marvelous Mad About Skin family. And for that, I'm always so grateful. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So ceramides, there's an ingredient group, they've been around for years, but because their popularity has increased again, I think most of us will probably have a ceramide somewhere in our skincare routine. And I genuinely think that's a good thing because there's a lot of data to show just how beneficial ceramides can be for the skin. First and foremost, they prevent dehydration. They help lock in moisture within the skin by supporting the skin's barrier function, and this can again minimize the risk of dehydration in the skin, which also can help improve overall skin health. The skin barrier became a huge topic in skincare around 2 years ago, and I think that's why ceramides really reached that viral hype online. And honestly, I'm glad it's getting the attention that it deserves, because our skin has a natural barrier, which, when impaired, when damaged, can lead to redness, dryness, and sensitivity. Anything we can do in terms of our skincare routine to boost barrier health and improve the overall health of our skin barrier has to be a good thing, and ceramides play a key part in that. Ceramides actually make up a huge proportion of the overall composition of our skin, and so by making sure that we have the quantities sky high and the quality of those ceramides up there too, it can improve barrier health, which means we'll suffer with fewer side effects from the rest of our skincare routine, and our skin will become less sensitivity prone, less prone to redness, dryness, and irritation. There are some out there as well that say that ceramides are great for anti-aging. I think the data on this is a little bit more hit and miss, but it does kind of make sense that if you use ceramides to boost the barrier function of the skin, to lock in hydration and minimize dehydration, that's going to have a positive impact on the overall look and appearance of our skin, having some great anti-aging benefits, plumping the skin out, hydrating and minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I really do think ceramides have a key part to play in an effective skincare routine, but we need to know what to look out for. We need to invest our money wisely to make sure we get a good quality ceramide into our routine, and that in some cases we're not overdoing it, which hopefully is where today's skincare showdown will come in. Now, this is part of a series that I'm running here on the channel. We've already covered vitamin C's, we've covered retinoids, we've covered peptides. I've pulled them all together in a playlist, so if you've missed any of the installments, I'll link that playlist up there. Definitely check it out. But today, we're going to start with those positive vibes first, what we should be looking out for when it comes to a ceramide treatment, and some of the very good names in ceramide skincare. Let's first start out by making sure we have a blend of different ceramides in the product that we reach for. I think a lot of people don't realise that ceramide is like an umbrella term for lots of different forms of fatty acid that sit below that. There are different ceramides out there and they each do different things. They could go to different layers of the skin, they work in different beneficial ways. And so as with a lot of things in skincare, take peptides for example, rather than just having one standalone ceramide or form of peptide in your routine, why not have a blend of multiple different ones in order to harness the benefit of each and every one? This, I think, is where the real benefits of ceramides will start to come to the fore. Brands which traditionally formulated with ceramides such as CeraVe usually only use one type of ceramide. That's going to give you such a limited benefit when we could be getting and enhancing the benefit of so many different forms. And so some of my absolute favorites of these, I love the Ceramide Ceramide treatment. Spoken about this on the channel before, absolutely love it. This actually has a potent blend of 5 different ceramides in a sky-high concentration. So if you're really dedicated to getting that ceramide action in your life, this is the product to go for. 5 different ceramides, each delivering a uniquely different benefit, and so you're really going to get so much more from a product like this than you will from some of the other more popular ceramide moisturizers that might only have one. I also really love the Naturium Plant Ceramide Moisture Cream. This is another great example of multiple different peptides all woven into the same formula to give maximum benefit. Again, you're getting a sky-high concentration here, and this is just a wonderful product to help heal the barrier of the skin, to hydrate, lock in that moisture, and it's really lightweight too. It's not one of those super heavy, thick and occlusive moisturizers, which for me at least are a no-no during summer. This is really light and just spreads beautifully on the skin. Whether you go for the Ceramide one or you go for the Naturium one, it's up to you. But both of these have a beautiful blend of different ceramides within them, giving you maximum results. Now, the second thing I want to call out is to don't overpay for your ceramides. I see so many ceramide treatments out there asking like top dollar for what are really inexpensive ingredients to formulate with. Ceramides don't cost a lot. I'm a brand owner myself. I use ceramides in my own moisturizer. I'm here to say they don't cost a lot to include in a formula. So if you see a ceramide treatment that costs upwards of $60, $70, that's just price gouging. There is no need to charge that much because ceramides are really inexpensive to formulate with. And that's kind of the beauty of them. This is why I think people really love ceramides. Easy to use, super inexpensive, and so let's not overpay. One of my favorite ceramide brands is one called Face Facts. Now, this is a line that's really easy to get if you're here in the UK and getting increasingly easy to access in the European Union. If you're in the UK, you can buy this from Tesco, you can buy this from, I think they're stocking in Boots now as well. Anyway, you can definitely find it, you can get it online too. They do a ceramide moisture cream, which has 5 different ceramides in sky-high concentrations for £2. That's okay, £2. They do a massive, humongous tub of ceramide cream, really thick cream if you like a thicker ceramide product, for £5. The equivalent from CeraVe, which isn't as good because it doesn't have as many ceramides in, costs upwards of £20 here in the UK. So you're getting such a beautiful blend of ceramides at such an affordable price point. If you haven't tried Face Facts, they definitely stock them in Savers, Tesco, I think they're now in Boots. Get yourself to one of those stores. Try them out. It is so inexpensive and it's a great way of getting a beautiful, well-formulated ceramide product into your skincare routine, and they're all fragrance-free too. So if you like fragrance-free skincare, this is just like ding, 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 holy grail territory. I absolutely love them. Again, don't break the bank. Let's not reach for those sky-high priced ceramides. Keep it affordable because ceramides are cheap to formulate with. They really don't need to break the bank. And then last but by no means least on things to definitely look out for in terms of ceramide treatments is products that have multiple actives within them. A lot of people got very obsessed with ceramides when talking about skin barrier, improving its health and all of that, fixating on ceramides like they were the only ingredient that could do anything for you. Actually, there are lots of ingredients in skincare which can have a beneficial impact on the skin barrier, and we really want to look out for products that harness all of these together in order to give the maximum results. So if you really want to reduce sensitivity, irritation, and maximize skin barrier health, look for a formulation that has ceramides plus other things. Take, for example, the Dr. Sam Flawless Intense Moisturizer, one of my personal favorites. And trust me, when my skin goes through it in winter and I feel that sensitivity rising, this is the product I reach for. Like that, disappeared. Honestly, takes away sensitivity, irritation in a flash. And the reason it works so well is because it doesn't just rely on ceramides, of which there are multiple in good concentrations in this product, but it also has NAD, which boosts skin barrier function and also brightens the skin too. It has essential fatty acids in here, it has amino acids, it has a plethora of different ingredients, all designed to boost skin barrier health. It's got some oils in here too to give a real deep hydration and moisturizing impact. And I think this is one of the very best skincare creams on the market. If you're serious about improving barrier health, this is the one that I would reach for. It kind of does it all. So if you're looking to really improve the skin barrier, minimize dehydration, and harness the true potential of ceramides, make sure you're opting for a product that has multiple ceramides within it. Go for a high concentration of this key ingredient. If you can get ceramides alongside other barrier boosting ingredients, all the better. And let's not overpay for our ceramide action. We don't need to. There are some super affordable options out there. So that's what to look out for. That's all the goodness that's going on in the skincare world. What are some of the things that we should actively avoid? And in this section of the video, it's not necessarily to name or shame any particular brand, but rather call out things which are indicative of the bad things going on in the ceramide world. First and foremost, let's talk ceramide cleansers. This isn't it. This isn't it. Ceramides work best when they're left on the skin. If you're reaching for a ceramide infused cleanser as the way of getting your ceramide action in your skincare routine, it's not going to work. You need to leave ceramides on the skin to actually deliver the benefit. So whilst ceramide cleansers aren't doing any harm necessarily, they're not actually delivering a whole lot of benefit. So when I see brands such as CeraVe promoting the benefits of their ceramide infused cleansers, I think, no. They're not doing much. There might be a super gentle cleanser. Great. Not saying that the cleansers don't work, but they're not giving that boost to ceramide action. They're not restoring skin barrier health. They're not doing what you need it to do. Ceramides need to be left on the skin. Also, I would say avoid products that have a low or undisclosed concentration of ceramides. Any good brand, if you reach out to them, will tell you what the percentage of their ceramides are within the product. Brands such as CeraVe that say absolutely not, it's a proprietary blend, we can't tell you, what are they hiding? I suspect that in a lot of the CeraVe products, which are the most popular ceramide skincare line, bar none, that they actually have a very low concentration of ceramides. You can kind of guess that from how low they are down on the ingredients list. That gives you a rough idea of concentration, and CeraVe products on the lower side. But the fact that the brand won't disclose what the percentages of ceramides are, again, just further makes me think there's probably not a whole lot going on in there. And they tend to only use one or at best two forms of ceramides in each of their products, so you're never going to get the very best results. This isn't to bash one brand or another, it's rather to say, let's promote transparency, reaching out to a brand and saying, what's the concentration of ceramides? Can you tell me? And if they can't, probably move on, look elsewhere. Hopefully in this video I've been able to demonstrate that ceramides are definitely worthy of the hype that they get online. But like with anything in skincare, we need to know what we're using, direct our hard-earned coin in the right way in order to maximize benefits. Hopefully in this showdown you now know how to use ceramides, how to get that ceramide action into your skincare routine. But if you have any other questions whatsoever, let me know down in the comments section. I'll reply to each and every one of you. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.